Hello everyone. This is the next video of June 2016 aptitude section. So this one is the question number 7 from set C. So just see the question. What is the minimum number of moves required to transform figure 1 to figure 2? A move is defined as removing a coin and placing it such that it touches two other coins in its new position. So here one, then two, then three coins are arranged in a pattern. So you have to see that for going to figure 2, how many moves are required. So just see the solution. So minimum number of moves required to transform figure from one figure to figure 2. So just taking the top one coin to the lowermost position. I have shown it by arrow. So this one is the first move. In first move it looks like this. Now the second move is the middle coin has been shifted to the down position. So this one is the second move and you will get the figure 2. So the six rings are arranged side by side and form a circular pattern. So this is given in option number 2, that minimum 2 moves required for such type of figure. So this one is the correct answer for this question. Now this is question number 5. N is a 4-digit number. If the leftmost digit is removed, the resulting 3-digit number is 1 by ninth of n. How many such n are possible? So here we have see the solution, that n is a 4-digit number. So let's see, n is a 4-digit number, it is given that. Let's consider the digit of the number be w, x, y and z. And you have to put the numbers according to the place value. So 1000 is w is in 1000 position, x is in 100 position, and y is in 10th position, and z is in unit position. And combining the all four, we get the number n. If the leftmost digit removed, the resulting 3-digit number is 100x plus 10y plus z is equals to 1 by n, 1 by ninth of n number. So here the n number is 1 by ninth if the leftmost digit is removed. So here 1000x plus 10y plus z is equals to n by 9. Or you have to know that if 1000w plus 100x plus 10y plus z is equals to 9 times of the this 3-digit number. So you have, on simplifying, will get 1000w is equals to 800x plus 80y plus 8z. So dividing it by 8, you get 125w equals to 100x plus 10y plus z. So here you get the value of z, which is equals to 125w minus 100x minus of 10y. Putting the z value in equation number 1, I have shown you here equation number 1, then what you get, n is equals to 1125 of w. So possible such 4-digit number will be, here in the question it is asked that how many such n are possible. So how many such n are possible? Possible such 4-digit numbers will be, here n is equals to 1125 of w. So here the number is 4-digit number. So if you consider that 1125 is a 4-digit number, then on multiplying 1 you get 1125, on multiplying 2 you get 2250, on multiplying 3 you get 3375. Similarly for 4 you get 4500, and for 5-digit number it is 5625. For, sorry, on multiplying by 5 you get 5625. For 6, on multiplying 6 you get 6750. Similarly on multiplying by 7 you get 7875, and on multiplying by 8 you get 9000. So up to, on multiplying up to 8 you get 4 digits, but if you multiply it by 9 then you get 10125, which is 5-digit number. You have get 5 digit here. So the last 4-digit number is 9999, and it is the highest 4-digit number. So here you get that this one is, so up for this possible n values are 8. So up to 8, on multiplying it by 8 you will get the 8 maximum 4-digit number. That is 8 type of numbers you have to get here. So the correct answer for this question is option number 3, which is given in option 3. So this one is the correct answer for this question. Now the next question is question number 9 of set C. What come next in the sequence? You have see the 4 different bold figures in the screen. So here four options are given. You if you remember the memory, in your memory you will get the previous ABCD alphabets of the nursery class. So these are in the capital form. So next in the sequence A, B, C, D, the lower half of these figures are cut it out and the upper half is presented here. So in this figure, capital alphabet shows, and according to the sequence, the next alphabet is E. So which is given in option number 3. So option 3 is correct answer for this question. Now, next is question number 12. AB and CD are two chords of a circle subtending 60 degree and 120 degree respectively. At the same point on the circumference of the circle, then AB ratio CD is what? We have to find the AB and CD ratio, which are the two chords of the circle. So we have to see the solution here. Both chord AB and CD, which makes angle 60 degree and 120 degree respectively with point E. So if you consider the point E, here AB and CD are two chords shown. AB is of dash line and CD is of continuous line. Now if you, it is given that angle, both the chords subtend an angle of 60 degree and 120 degree. So here you have to see the solution. The chord CD make 120 degree angle and chord AB make 60 degree angle. So they make the same angle of 120 degree with the center. If you solve it and considering it by center, so CD makes 120 degree angle and AB also make 120 degree angle. The reflex angle is of 240 degree. So they make same angle of 120 degree and the reflex angle is 240 degree. And this one I have told you that this is a theorem of class 10th. Chord which subtends same angle at the center are of same length. So their ratio R is also, the ratio also we get here 1 ratio 1, because we got the same length of the chord. So this is the note point for this question, and this is also the most important theorem of class 10th. So this is all about the present video lecture. Thank you very much. Keep watching and please see the description link for the PDF of this solution. Thank you very much. Please like, share and subscribe.